Okay, I wanted to show you this before I forgot. See how I can fit papers in this one, but we're gonna have to cut. We're gonna have to cut down the middle of the papers and then cut some of this off. So what I usually do is I go in here, then figure in here. So we're gonna go to about right there. I'm just gonna snip it. I know this so I don't snip that. To about there. And then so I'm gonna close the book, find where that is. And they're in there. You can have them sticking out if you want, or if you don't want them sticking out, you don't. So I'll do two, one each way. So they're not sticking out. See if you like it. And if they are sticking out. And they're not there. So I'm gonna cut that down. Yes. You can make a little book out of here. Not this one, but this. You can make a little tiny book if you wanted to. Okay. Then I just take the papers and put them every other way. Because I like this. In fact, if you don't, you can cut it off, but I like it. 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 7 is 14. So you actually have 14 pages for your journal for them to write on, or you, whoever you're making it for. And then fold it. And that one's done. Okay. Then we go over to this one. Same thing. Put that in there. We're gonna have to cut the top off. 2. I didn't do that very well, did I? So I'm gonna put it like to there. Maybe over a little bit more, like that. And cut these out. You can take these, make them smaller, and make two little, of course, cut that down and make two little small tiny ones. Okay. Then take this, make sure it's even. Put this in the book, so I'm going to keep those again. Fold that over like that. Take this out and then cut up. Cut right up there. And again, you know what I'm going to say, you can make another little notebook, okay, with scraps. If you have little scraps, like, let me show you, I have one here, like this, okay? This is just an example. This one's too big, but you can make a little book out of this if you wanted to. And it's just an easy peasy one. It might be a little thicker, nope, not. But you get the drift. And just make a little book, cut it down to it, or whatever. Okay? It's just a piece of scrap, and you just make a book out of that. And if you have stamps, you can stamp in there, or you can write in there, whatever you want to do. Okay? Back to this book. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Turn the papers the other way, so you have what we tore out of the notebook on each end. Okay. And that's how you cut the paper for little ones. There you go. Okay, beautiful beings. Ready to put the signatures into their journals. I use this twine from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put a hole in the fold. here and here. I just make sure they're even from the top and bottom. Line this up, flip it over, and start. Use some string, so you can tie a bow or whatever you want. And then I'm gonna go in there just to make the hole so I know where the paper comes out. So I can put it back in. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. My hand is slipping off the needle. Hold this down. Just gonna go in the same hole. Look at the paper. My hand is really slippery on this needle. I didn't put no lotion or nothing on either. Right. And one more. Make sure it goes through the same hole. There we go. This one's really long. This one's really long. Right, I'm gonna go through this part. Probably could have done one more. How much do I have left? No, let's see. I don't think I'll have enough. This string will be too short, so I'm just gonna do 2. I want to go under this, so I capture that string too. Up here, make sure it's nice and tight, and tie it. Make sure it's up there. Pull. There we go. I made this, and I'm going to show you how to do that on the next one. So we're going to put this aside and do this one. Same thing. We're going to make a hole in the fold, maybe 1.5 inches down, 1.5 inches up. Okay. Papers, make sure you leave the string hanging out. Go through the hole, through that hole. So in. Right. Again, go under. Pull these, make sure they're nice and tight. I'm going to tie it up here and pull it again. I'm going to double knot it. That. There we go. All right. This one, all I did is take the leaf and use some of the burlap or the twine. I tied a knot and I put it on a loop on a piece of jewelry, and I put a sequence, bead, sequence, bead, sequence, bead, and I just put it on a safety pin, okay? And you can just put this through this like that, dangling, and tie a knot again, maybe 2. Make sure it stays dangling, it doesn't, you know, bunch up like so. I'm going to tie another knot. Like that, and then I'm going to attempt to make a bow. Hopefully this is long enough to make a bow this time. There we go. I'm going to hold these up here and pull these down. Which one's longer? Nice and tight. Then I'm going to pull the one that's longer, which is this one, up more. And I'm going to use that to make a knot on my bow. Okay? Just like that. There, I made a bow. Not very good at bows, but there you go. That. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to show you how to make the pin. I did it on that one. Put that this way so I remember what I did. Okay, for this I'm just using string I had left over. I'm going to put it through here. This is thread I had left over from the sewing machine. Let me lower you down. I'm just going to tie a knot. I put it through that hole right there. I don't know if I can make a bow with this or not. We'll find out. I don't want it too tight. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit. This works for me. And I'm going to tie another knot. I just lost it. It's easier with the twine, but I couldn't get the twine through the sleeve because it's different. The hole was too small. So I used thread. Come on, look at me. And before I pull this knot again, I'm going to make sure that's hanging down once I get it through. If I can get it through, what is going on here? And I want the knot up there on that, not on the leaf. Right. I'm determined. I'm getting it this time. I want to make sure that's hanging down a little bit. That. I tie a knot. Tight. There. I'll try, but I don't know if I can make a bow. There, I made a bow. It's a sloppy one, but maybe if I pull this down a little bit. That one's kind of wonky. It's better double knot it if I can. The sequence. And I did the bead. And these, all I did was spray paint these. I got silver ones, because the gold ones were like, I don't know, $4 for so many of them. And I said, no, I got some leftover spray paint. So I'm just gonna use that, and that's what I did. And we're gonna put another sequence. And then I'm gonna put the big bead. Then I'm gonna put another sequence. I don't think I might need that big loop. It might cover up the feather. And then we're gonna put a little bead. And I don't even think I need this. Yeah, it's gonna cover up the feathers, so we're gonna not use that on this one. I'm gonna clip it. And voila. The only difference is I didn't use this. I tied that to that. That's what I forgot to do. But that's okay. That way, if you don't have that, that's what it looks like if you don't have that, okay? It's all good. This side. Then we're going to add this. I want the longer side. I'm going to have to wet the tip, because it's got to go through the safety pin up here. And it didn't give me a problem. We're just gonna hang that there. I'm gonna tie 2 knots. So now you know what it looks like. Without the safety pin, we're gonna make that a little looser. Make that knot a little looser. So now you know what it looks like with the loop, without the loop. Like that there, but I want it loose, so it dangles down a little bit. So tie a knot there, and I think I might cut this off. Maybe not, I don't know. And attempt to make you another bow. That one was way easier. I'm gonna make that one longer because I want that bow to go around that bow. Might even be even now, strings. There you go. Oh, I just want to show you up close what they look like. That one looks like that. Okay. That one looks like that with a loop. Loop, no loop. So if you don't have a loop, you don't need a loop. Okay? There's our little 2 ones. Now, I want to show you. So I'm going to put this over on the right. See, it's on the right, so it don't give me a problem. Because we're going to put a little design in here. I took a gel pen. I think it was this one. First I stamped it up, and if you don't have a stamp, you can use a marker, whatever color you want. And then I took this and just went around the edges, and I let it sit because this comes up. So I pretty much did it last night before I went to bed. And then I don't think, oh, and I went, you can use whatever gel pen you can want, and they're both from Dollar Tree. And I went in there, gelled that up, glitter, and I did the same thing on the leaf. Okay, I will show you most close up. This is what we're putting down. Okay, I gelled them up with a gel pen. Just went on the veins of the leaf, went around here and went in between there. Okay, and that's what we're putting on there. Front. So I need some glue and a scrap piece of paper. I printed these out on my iPad. I went into setting and did this. Took me a while to figure out how to change the colors, but I did it. And we're just gonna glue this up. Make sure I get the edges because I want them to stay down. And then I've got to figure out where I want my pumpkin on the bottom. So I think we're going to put it right about there, and I want it in the middle. And I want it straight. I'm putting it down here instead of in the middle. That way they have, see, this is why I did it last night, because it comes off a little bit. But if I would have done it right after, it would have basically all rubbed off. But that's why I let it sit all night, so it didn't come off when I put the glue down. But up here I left this empty for writing room, so they could write whatever they wanted up there. Okay. And we're gonna do our leaf. Boy, I'm just having a heck of a time today. I think I wanted my leaf here. I don't even know now. Stick that there. And the other leaf. And the pumpkin. Then I get this piece of paper out of the way. Right. Put the pumpkin here. Put this leaf maybe in the middle, like so. Okay, there you go. And then in the back, I think I just wanted 2 pumpkins. And these are scraps from the paper cut out, okay? I left over this paper from cutting this out. So I just cut these out, inked them all up. I used orange on that leaf and brown, I think, or black on that one, right? There's just scraps I cut out that were left over from the paper. See, here's the leaf paper. I just cut them out. Now the back. These ones aren't inked up. But I could show you that later. And I'll probably just do this and maybe throw in a leaf over here. Like so, maybe. Like that. Kinda want that like laying down. You can put it on the other side of the pumpkin. That. And maybe that leaf is too big. Yeah, got a smaller one. I didn't do the glitter on that one either. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna want to make sure you can see. Just gonna put glue on these. Go quick, stick them down. Pumpkin, I'm going to put it right on the edge of the paper. That. Sticking to me. Right, come on, let go. Right, glue this one up. Glue this one up. That pumpkin beside that. Put a little bit on top of it. And then I can do the leaf. Paper out of the way. There goes my lid for my glue. Right, and then just like lay this here like so. Okay. And then again, they have writing room up here. And then I can show you now without touching it. I just took the gel pen and went in there like this. Tiny bit in the dots. And if you want, you can do the leaves. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I basically just did the vine of it. And there's a tots there, little berries. Just doing the vein. I said vine, didn't I? Vein. And if you want, you can just add a little glitter in there, here and there. And then do the lines of the pumpkin, every other one. Middle, and then the veins of the leaf. Just gives it a little shimmer. Okay? Now we're gonna do the next one. My lid to my glue flying. Up. And I'm gonna leave that open so that dries. Okay? Now I'm gonna do this one. And this one we're doing on the front because there's too much going on in the inside. And I have this, if I can remember how I wanted it. I didn't even tell you what that said, did I? I've probably seen it, but it says, "Welcome fall, chilling weather, just in time for sweaters." And this one, "Leaves are falling and fall is calling." And I did cursive because I like cursive and I don't see it enough. I don't see it enough nowadays. All right, so I'm just gonna take these, turn them upside down so I can glue them. And this one is gonna go in the middle. Okay. Right in the middle of the book. That leaf wants to stick to something, but I don't want it to stick to anything except for what I want it to stick to. Right. Please make sure you get the stems. I'm going to take this and put it right in the middle of the book. Because there's so much going on around it. So I figured it wouldn't be writing on the book. And if they do want to write something, they can write right there across, like fall journal or whatever they want to write. Make sure it's straight. All right, so now we're going to take our little pumpkin and put it here. Take a leaf. I think I want the orange one. And put it right up there. Now covering up the letter. Simple. Okay. Then in the back, again, we put that on the side. Take our big pumpkin. And just put it down here. Make sure our leaves aren't all wonky. Don't rip on us. And then just a simple feather. If I can get it off the paper. There we go. And just put it down like that on the pumpkin. Okay? See, that's still coming up. That's why I waited. It would have been coming up more. All right, so these two are done. Okay. Back. And if you want, you can take the gel pen and do the front. Okay, and this one. Too much going on, so I didn't put nothing in there. And on the back. Okay. I don't know how close I can get. There we go. And there you go. These two are completely done.